I really don't know that much about recycling. Like, where does my paper go when I throw it in the trash? And where does it go when I put it in the recycle bin? Am I really making a difference? I really wish someone would tell me, like, how beneficial recycling is, because right now I'm kind of skeptical.
No clue. No clue.
Um, um,
That's where my knowledge kind of ends.
Like all of it. Um,
Nope, not too sure about the whole process.
Okay, why to recycle? It makes a big difference all the way along. We can pretty easily understand that choosing to recycle saves resources. For paper, it's saving trees. For metal, it's saving our metal ores such as iron that's part of making steel and steel soup cans and the like. For aluminum, our beverage cans, primarily in aluminum foil, the amount of energy it takes to make one aluminum can, you can take that same amount of energy using recycled aluminum and make 99 aluminum cans.
We have a responsibility to look at this material as not being waste, as being resources. I mean, when you think of it, we throw resources away. It's an odd thing. I mean, the metal objects, the chair you're sitting on, the plastic and the metal, all of that ultimately gets discarded, and the system actually plans for obsolescence of a lot of material. And so what do we do with it? Well, we bury it in a hole where no one's going to ever be able to get to it again.
I think that you should recycle for a lot of reasons. By recycling, you are ensuring that the environment is protected and there for you and your family and future generations. You're really making it a better place to live for everyone. The energy saved
For one recycled aluminum can,
Will operate a television set
For 3 hours.
Like clean them and they melt them and they remold them into new products. Is that true? How do you recycle paper? How come no one teaches us this stuff?
Someone at home takes their newspapers and their magazines and their old telephone book and puts them in their recycling paper bin. The recycling truck will pick them up, bring them to this facility, we tip it on the floor, and then we hand sort those materials out. So the newspapers are in one place, the telephone books are in another, the office papers in another, and then we bale them up into big half-ton bales and send them out to factories to be made into new material. So what people are doing as they choose to recycle is separate their materials. It comes here, we sort it, and then put it in a block-shaped bale that they're called, that then gets shipped out to factories to be made into new materials.
What they do is they take all the recycled bottles, like the bottles you drink water out of, and they put it in like this big drum, and they spin it around like cotton candy, and all the fibers, like it turns into like little cotton candy fibers, and kind of like strings, and that's how they make your polyester shirts. They just weave it in.
If you look at plastics, there is a uniform code that the plastic industry uses. It's usually a recycling triangle, and inside of it is a number. That number reflects just the starting plastic, and then all different kinds of compounds and chemicals are added to give it different properties.
Well, number 1 is polyethylene terephthalate, PETE. Number 2 is high-density polyethylene. 3 is PVC. 4 is low-density polyethylene. 5 is polypropylene. and 6 is polystyrene.
The ones that are recycled right now in most communities are the bottle shape again, so we have to check the neck, make sure it is a bottle shape, and then it has a number 1 or number 2.
There are people that seem to think that recycling is not important, or that their actions would have no impact. And I guess off the top of my head, I would only think of someone like Gandhi. I mean, it's a whole different thing, but someone that thinks that whatever action you do toward the good, it has a cumulative effect with everyone else. And so while one person recycling a bundle of newspapers or some cans is small in itself, let's not forget where that goes. That goes into a stream of material that's all getting reused.
Every effort to recycle makes a difference. One of the statistics we like to share is that 3 feet of paper, whatever kind of paper, so if one gets a newspaper, a month and a half worth of newspapers, but basically 3 feet of paper in a basic newspaper shape, is the same amount of wood pulp that comes from a tree that's cut down in the forest that's made into paper the first time. So if someone is able just to recycle a little bit throughout the course of their year, they probably are saving a tree. They recycle all the time, and all the people in their classroom, in their office, in their neighborhoods recycle. We are indeed saving forests from being cut down. Every little bit helps.
They definitely make it easy. You know, there are the bins in your room, in the hallway, you can find them on the street. But I think people just forget, you know. I don't know why, you know, I don't think that they just don't want to. I mean, it's easy. I just think that they forget.
I think it's just that I'm too lazy to do it.
Every ton of recycled paper
saves 380
gallons of oil.
You know, we need to really put as much material back into use as we can, and that's our end of it. Hopefully, on the manufacturing end of it, there will be some pressures that people will be manufacturing products that can be used more easily in their second life or third life or fourth life. They never reach the landfill, never. And that's the goal, is zero waste, and it's a serious goal, and it's probably going to happen in your lifetime to some extent, to a very large extent. There's no choice.
What we are living with
Is the result of human choices.
And it can be changed by making better,
wiser choices.